Hey, this is Mike on the Mike V's Tickets Instagram account. Just got a shipment in from PSA, and I made some other purchases in the last week or two. And with NFL season coming up, I would like to show you some of my Brady stuff, since he is the GOAT. And I've been collecting some of his stuff for a while, and I thought people would like to kind of see the different, best of the best tickets that he has. This is the non-Super Bowl Brady tickets. Just things I've been collecting. But you know what? Let's just go ahead and take a look at what I got from PSA today. And everybody knows this box. So this was kind of a rushed order, a higher end. I believe it was an express, a minimum $50 per ticket order. And kind of go through what I received. So to start off, as you can see here, I got a Messi debut ticket. This is a stub. It's very highly graded. It's a 7. So Messi stuff has kind of taken off in the last 3 or 4 months. Soccer's been getting huge, at least in the States. Ticket collecting is. Over in the UK, I deal with some guys in the UK, and ticket collecting is a pretty big thing. But the thing about UK international ticket collecting is they just don't really collect debut stubs. Card collecting is so big here now that people kind of see debuts as rookie cards. So people have been flocking and speculating and kind of gobbling up debut tickets, and they've really taken off. But this one got a 7. As I'll show you, I got another PSA one graded. So take a look at these. So this is a stub. It's a stub basically because this is what they take off. Here's a full. All right, they're actually both stubs. So if you have a full, there's basically the little corner here that makes it a full. Not much difference between that and a stub. I have one, but not here on me. But when it comes to PSA and grading these type of tickets, I really don't know if they really know what they're doing. But see, this one's a 7. It's a stub. And it's kind of faded, right? The seating's faded. The end's faded. Well, this one look how clear that one is. Right? Very sharp, but the corners aren't as sharp. You turn it around, looks very good. This one got a 6, right? Now, if I'm looking to buy a ticket, I'm a big Messi fan, a ticket collector, I take this one. I take the 6 over the 7. So, we all know Messi's one of the GOATs, right? Thing about Messi debut tickets is there's a lot more out there than you may think. And a big reason is this was the first game for FC Porto at the new stadium. So a lot of people kept their tickets. And a lot of the UK ticket collectors that have just know people that are fans of that team, I think have been going to get these tickets and selling them on eBay because they see how much they're going for. Like I said earlier, they don't collect debut tickets out there. That's not a thing. That's definitely an American thing. So they're probably buying them cheap, selling them to Americans at a huge markup. But you know what? It's a Messi. It's a debut. And I'll take them for what the price are. They range from anywhere from, I've seen 1,000 to 2,000 or 3,000. So I think, if you're interested in Messi, this is a great ticket to have. This is kind of the 2 that I got, graded off PSA. There's about 15 or 20 stubs, but I expect to see more. Just because, like I said, there's a lot over in the UK, and ticket collecting is a big thing out there. And they can get them from the local fans, and I think they've been pumping them out. So it's hard to say how many are out there. But once at one time I thought they were very rare, now I know, there's dozens of dozens, maybe hundreds that, could be graded in the next year or two. So you kind of have to be careful with those Messi tickets when it comes to supply and demand. There's a Ronaldo debut that's much, much rarer, but they're all in terrible condition. I've never seen one in good condition, and they kind of go from $1,000, $2,000, $3,000 range. Oh, here it is. I forgot I had another one, another Messi debut. This is a full, like I was talking about. See how they have that corner? This one's a little more beat up. It only got a 3, but it is a full. This one's nice, though. It's just got some marks on the front. It's got the holes up top. Definitely brought it down to a 3. But overall, pretty nice ticket. These are, definitely in the top half. I believe the 7, I'm looking at it right now. If you see the stub, I believe the pop count, there's 16. So I have the highest graded one. The 7 is the highest as of right now, and the 6 is the second highest. I don't know how long that'll hold. Could be quite a while. But definitely very, very happy, because he is a soccer GOAT. The 2 other tickets I got is another GOAT, is the Tiger Woods. These have been popping up a little more too. What happens with these tickets is once people see them going for selling for high prices, they start digging it up in their basement, their garage, pulling them out and selling them. This is Tiger Woods' pro debut. I have one of his amateur debuts that's sent off to PSA. But this is a 6. I have another one that's a 1.5. Like I said, these range from $1,000 to $3,000 or $4,000 depending on the grade. One at Heritage that was a full ticket that had the stub on the bottom, sold for over $40,000. The highest graded full ticket. A little crazy, but if the best of the best really draws in that, I would say, that hedge fund type money that are willing to pay primo prices for high dollar tickets, like the best of the best. That's when you see those crazy numbers. $42,000 for a Tiger Woods full debut. It's pretty wild. When I bought these in the range of $1,000 to $2,000, but overall, pretty happy with the grades, happy with the tickets, and whenever you can collect, if you collect the GOATs, the Tiger Woods, the Messis, the Jordans, Babe Ruth, things like that, they should hold their value. Things can always happen, but I feel more confident in those type of tickets than other ones. Staying with the soccer theme, this ticket I've really been interested in lately. For an American, that isn't fully into the whole soccer Premier League scene, this is the Hand of God Maradona game against England in the World Cup. This one's actually in really good condition. A lot of these are folded up. They're basically just little pieces of paper. And they're pretty hard to find in good condition, and full tickets are very rare too. But for an actual historic game, I feel like this is probably the best. It's not only the Hand of God goal, but one of the greatest soccer goals of all time. And I feel like, maybe not so much international, but Americans, it's Messi, Hand of God, Maradona, Pele, they're really, really into these type of tickets, and I'm really into it, and I always wanted to get a Hand of God, and I got this one a few weeks back. Other random things that I've picked up in the last couple weeks, somebody sold me some Jordan against the Sonics finals. I bought these mainly because I'd never really seen them. They're pretty rare. These are used tickets. They're not full. This is all the games. I believe it was 3, 4, and 5. And like I said, anything Jordan, I'm really into. These were a couple $100 each, a little more. Decent condition. Probably would grade out 3, 4, 5, maybe 6, 7 on the nicer tickets. Got a few creases. But I don't see how you can go wrong with a Jordan Finals ticket. That's actually pretty rare, a road ticket. So that's kind of my thought process behind this. This one I got, some of these tickets I've been getting off of Booger Stubs on Facebook. People will post stuff, kind of stay off eBay. Everybody calls it Feebay. People recognize this one. This is the Jordan, or the Kobe Bryant 81-point game ticket. Now, I think if you're a Kobe fan, this ticket and the final ticket is probably 1-2 in my personal opinion. Who wouldn't want his highest scoring game, and then of course his epic final game and the ticket showing him walking away? Now, I'm going to talk a little bit about this ticket and debut tickets. There's talk about historical tickets, debut tickets. Which ones would you rather have? I'm kind of when I started collecting, it was all about historical. Debut started taking off, and it kind of piqued my interest. But I think over time, historical tickets will probably have more of a steady upward trajectory than, say, debut tickets. Debut tickets are very speculative. You have a lot of people who maybe aren't fans of the player or team. buying those up with the intention to sell later on. But a ticket like this, usually if you buy this from somebody, they're going to hold this forever because they're a Kobe guy. It's his highest point total game, second highest of all time. A Wilt 100-point ticket went for over $80,000 about a month ago. This is the second highest scoring game. It's Kobe. This is about a $1,500 purchase. It's in very good shape. There's only a few knocks. Would probably grade about a 4 or 5 maybe. It's kind of one of the reasons I bought it. And, the pop report on this is, I believe I'm looking at it right now, there's about 62 total. And there's a 10, 5 8s, 3 7s. So that's kind of what you're looking at. I'm thinking this would grade a 5 or a 6. But I think it's a really great ticket. If you're a Kobe fan, I think it's a must-have. And I think if you're an NBA fan, I think it's a must-have. Now this one here is Kobe's debut. It's very, very rare. I think there's a total of 12 or 14, and 4 of those are signed. This is about the second or third highest graded one. It goes for substantially more than an 81-point game ticket. Part of it's a debut, but of course it's supply and demand. When there's only 10 or 12 of these, and you got 60 to 81-point game, you got the speculator type people who love the debuts. Kobe fans, of course, love the debuts. When I bought this, I'm not a Kobe fan. As you can see, if you look around, Dallas Mavericks right here, Nowitzki jersey. I'm a Mavs fan for life. I grew up not a Kobe fan. But when he's one of the all-time greats and I had the opportunity to buy this ticket, I kind of jumped at the opportunity. It's just super rare. Not something I'm married to. I figure probably sell it one of these days. Personally, I'd rather have a Dirk debut or a Mavs 2011 championship ticket. Still looking for one of those. But this is an awesome ticket for any type of Kobe fan. So that was picked up about a year ago. One of the last things I bought off that Facebook group, Booger Stubs. Probably nobody really recognized this, but this is Len Bias's last game. And, I didn't grow up watching Len Bias, but I became kind of enamored with him through documentaries and reading about him and how amazing he was. And if you don't know much about Len Bias, definitely watch that ESPN 30 for 30. He definitely could have been one of the all-time greats before he passed away after his draft day. But I thought this is such a cool ticket. Even though it doesn't say Maryland or anything, this is it. This was his last game. Like I said, bought it on Booger Stubs. Just a really cool ticket. Probably will eventually get it graded. One of those things I've always wanted. Now I got it. So, with NFL coming up, I wanted to bust out my Brady stuff and kind of talk about each of the tickets. And, he's another GOAT. You can never go wrong with buying, investing in the GOATs. I wouldn't say I'm like a Brady fan, but good God, you got to respect the guy. You can't argue anymore that he's the greatest. So, after he won that last championship, his stuff just went through the roof. Cards, tickets. If you're a collector, you've seen the prices. It's crazy. So let's see what I got. So the first ticket I want to show is this is his preseason debut. Now, I really, really like this ticket. This is the first time him and Belichick ever stepped on a field in a Patriot uniform. Belichick is a Patriot coach. The Hall of Fame game for the greatest player of all time. It's a cool ticket. Patriots, Niners. Niners is his hometown team that he grew up cheering for. It's just a really, really nice looking ticket. Displays really well. This, you could say this is where the dynasty started, as in where they both showed up, they're on the team, and this is where it all began. There's only about 6 or 8 of these, I believe. This should grade pretty highly. I'm definitely going to get it graded, and I really, really like this ticket, and they're really hard to find. Not too many people held on to their tickets and kept them in good condition. The next one I have, kind of going down his career arc. So I bought these next three at an auction in Golden, I believe, like 2 or 3 years ago, and these are really awesome tickets. One, because it was graded. Now here's his first TD pass, auto 10, which is awesome. Brady autos are really expensive these days. These are nice looking tickets. First TD pass. Next one I really like too, NFL first start. This only got an auto 8. I don't think he followed through on his auto the whole way. It's not as clear as the last ticket. But it's a really high quality ticket. As you can see, it's an 8 grade. Full ticket, which there's not too many of those out there. This is the year he first started. Bledsoe went out, which brings me to my next ticket. So this was really what started getting me collected. I thought this was, when I say that it really started, where the Patriots dynasty started, this is where Brady came in when Bledsoe got knocked out. And I think this is such a cool ticket just because it has Brady on the ticket, or Drew Bledsoe on the ticket, for those who don't know or who are younger. Bledsoe was the number 1 draft pick. He was the savior, took the Patriots to the Super Bowl, brought them back from the dead, him and Parcells. And when Bledsoe got knocked out, this guy named Tom Brady came in and could barely start for his college team, had to split time with Drew Henson, and everybody thought their season was over, right? Wrong. Bledsoe came in, next thing you know, they go to the Super Bowl. So that's why I love this ticket. It's a home Patriots ticket, has 2 of the best tickets for quarterbacks for the Patriots. The one he took over for, Bledsoe's on here. It's a nice looking ticket. Probably his most underrated ticket, in my opinion, maybe other than the Super Bowls. I just love this ticket. I think it's a great ticket. And I don't think it gets enough press for him coming in on this game and becoming the starter from that day on. Kind of also from that season is the Tuck rule game, the Tuck game. This is a full ticket. This is a really nice one. Everybody knows that game. Charles Woodson knocked it out. They called it Tuck rule. They had the huge field goal by Vinatieri. Really like this ticket. I've only seen box office. So this is the nicest quality ticket I've seen. I don't see a season ticket holder version. Just a really nice looking ticket. And definitely if you're a Brady collector, I think something you definitely would want to have. And the last ticket is probably the most valuable one of the Brady collection. So this is his debut ticket. So you've seen a lot of debut tickets. That's the box office version that kind of looks like this. You've seen the old crummy orange looking, I bought a Ticketmaster version. I feel like this is the real Big Daddy version. This is the season ticket holder Lions version. It's a super cool ticket. It's big, it's thick. It looked great, autoed, probably in a silver or white color. There's only about 6 or 8 of these. And the thing about PSA, they don't differentiate on their pop report what's a season ticket holder ticket, what's a box office ticket, what's a stadium presented ticket. So we don't know how many of these are out there. I'm sure there's, a handful of them. But if you're looking to get a debut ticket, I don't care if it's a stub. Granted, I'd rather have a full of one of these. I take a stub of a season ticket holder version ticket over a box office type ticket any day of the week. I just think it's a really cool ticket. Something you can't go wrong with. And I don't know what my plans is with this ticket, but just a really, really cool ticket. I know we'll see him Thursday night. I'm out of Dallas. I'm not really a Cowboys fan, but interested to see how Dak and all the players and all the Cowboys play this season. The D, of course, everybody thinks the Bucs are going to the bowl. Remains to be seen. Does Brady still got it? He's 44. I feel like his cards and tickets are so high right now. I don't even know if you could, how much they really could go up. But you never know. They go undefeated. They win another title. He's the GOAT. The card market, ticket market keeps going up. Sure, his prices could go up, but it's just hard to see it. Feel like it's kind of at a ceiling now and really can't go much further. But long term, like I said, he's a GOAT. So I think it'll always at least hold its value no matter what happens in the collectible market. Well, that's all I got for tonight. Be watching football Thursday. Got a fantasy draft in a couple hours. Don't know who I'm going to take, but looking forward to it. Maybe when I get my next shipment in, I'll do another video. And everybody who joined, thanks for joining.